Thomas the Tank Engine loves working on his branch line, going up and down the line, holding his faithful coaches Bizzani and Clark, and blowing his whistle at everyone he meets. One morning, Thomas was approaching a bridge. Children often waved from it to the engines passing under. As Thomas went closer, he could see some boys on the bridge.
It must be a school holiday,
said Thomas to himself, so he decided to whistle at them.
Beep, beep!
He whistled.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
But instead of waving at him, the boys dropped stones on Thomas.
What was that for?
Thomas cried. What cheek! Added Annie. They could have hurt us.
Oh, us!
Agreed Clarabelle. No one was hurt, and there didn't seem to be any serious damage. We'll get them next time, said the driver. Thomas was about to continue on his way when, instead of his peep peep, all that came out of his whistle was a chirp chirp.
Cinders and ashes!
Exclaimed Thomas.
What happened to my whistle?
A stone must have gotten caught in it, said the driver. We'll go slowly to the junction and inspect it there. When Thomas reached the junction, he was late. Where have you been, lazybones? Teased Henry. Thomas told him about the boys and his whistle. Henry was taken aback. You poor engine, he said. I'll teach those boys a thing or two, just like the ones I've dealt with once.
I wouldn't recommend it. You're not allowed on my branch line, said Thomas. Besides, the fat controller didn't seem to like your sneeze.
I can't find the stone, said the fireman. Give a little peep. Bust my boiler, gasped Henry. You sound just like a red-billed gull.
A red-billed gull?
Questioned Thomas. It's the rarest bird on the island, explained Henry. I hope I get to see one. As if on cue, a bird flew in and landed on Thomas. That's it, said Henry as he chuffed away. Thank you for calling it. I'm sorry, Thomas, sighed the driver. The stone is really stuck. Percy and Bertie will take your passengers until your whistle is fixed. This made Thomas sad. It took all day to try to fix Thomas's whistle, but late that evening, a workman managed to get the stone out. Thomas was so happy to hear his peep-peep again that he whistled, "Thank you," and hurried away. Meanwhile, the same boys from the bridge were on their way home. That was so fun, said one of them. She was so angry. We should do that again sometime, said another, to our teacher. They began to cross the road. They were so busy discussing their plans that they didn't see that Bertie was driving toward them on the night shift. Bertie was grumbling and didn't notice the boys either. Thomas was puffing by the road when he saw Bertie and the boys.
Cinders and ashes,
gasped Thomas. Without hesitation, he blew his whistle as loud as he could. Both Bertie and the boys saw each other. Bertie swerved and the boys leaped to the curb. No one was hurt, but Bertie was cross. What were you lot thinking, standing on the road like that? He demanded. We were on our way home, said one of the boys nervously, after throwing rocks at that house. So you're the ones who damaged my mum's car, said Bertie's driver. I'll be telling the police this. The next morning, Thomas was at the top station when Bertie arrived. Thank you for warning me last night, he said.
That's all right,
said Thomas.
So what happened to the boys?
My driver said they were given an order to not see one another for a whole year, explained Bertie. Is your whistle doing all right?
That's right,
said Thomas.
I'm just glad to be really useful again.